Alright, welcome back to the Quick Speed Shop. What I got going on today is my van over here. Bink! Has electrical draw in it. And first we're going to do is we're going to fix the battery cables because they're kind of nasty at the end. And then we're going to go ahead and try to troubleshoot and figure out why it's got an electric draw. So let's go over there to the van and see what's up. So the first thing we see here is somebody's already cut the ends off these battery cables and put these replacement ends on here. They're brass, and I've had them get corroded in here a couple of times and not start. And they're pretty nasty looking. I don't like them. I'm going to put lead ones on here. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull these off. This is the ground. This is the positive. Pull these out. Check out the wires, and we'll go ahead and put some new ends on it. See here, the negative is kind of nasty. Look at all that corrosion in there. It's not good. All that corrosion's in there. That probably doesn't help with the connection. So there's the ground. Now the positive was a little bit better, but it's still got some corrosion in it. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to clean this one up. These are kind of short because they've been shortened before. So I don't want to make it too short. I won't be able to get on top of the battery. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this one up. We'll put the positive one on. The ground, I think, might have to cut about 1/4 inch of this one off. Definitely this one is... This little guy is long enough where we can get the good ground here. But let's go ahead and clean this guy up. I'm just going to take this wire brush and kind of scrub the wires a little bit. Try to get any loose corrosion and dirt off of here. Seems to be working pretty good. It's shining the copper back up. I have no idea why somebody cut the end off this, but they did. So there, got the two cables cleaned up. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to try to twist them together a little bit. Ow! I'm getting poked by wires. Like that. Just kind of put them together. I got my one I'm going to use for the positive side. First I'm going to go ahead and take some dielectric grease. I'm going to put it on these wires to help with corrosion, or stop corrosion. Just kind of spooge it on there. Get a nice coat on the whole thing. Got the wires sticking through a little bit up here. It's about all you're going to get out of this, but both connections are in there. That's nice and tight on there. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, clean this negative one off because this is the one that's nasty. Then we'll shorten this little guy up. I'm brightening these back up. I'm just using a little steel bristle brush here, nothing special. Battery terminal brush. Now this guy, I'm going to cut about a 1/2 inch off the end of this guy. I'm going to go get my wire strippers. Cut that off. Aha, nice new shiny material. There we go. I'm going to put the main one in first and slide the little guy alongside it. Give this a twist on here like that. There we go. Then the little guy I think will ride right in along, there we go, like that, along the side. Alright, there we go. Yeah, run this down. Trying to hold on to this. There we go. Nice and tight on there. So now we got some new wire terminals. I'm going to go ahead and get the battery, and I'm going to get some electrical tape. I'm going to tape up these connections a little bit, and then we'll set the battery in here. We're going to hook up the positive side, and then we're going to use a test light and see if there's a draw between the ground cable and the battery. That'll tell us if something's pulling electricity into the van, if we got something that's drawing electricity. So let me go ahead and tape these up and get the battery. I'm just going to go ahead and shine up the contacts here a little bit. I'm going to throw a little bit of deox on the stud here. Just lube her up a little bit. And go ahead and we'll put the positive cable on. I'm just going to tap it on for now. Actually, I got to tighten it down with my thumb. Got to tighten it down. Ah. Got to tighten this down. I didn't bring the wrench out here, so let me go get the wrench. Don't go nowhere. Alright, I found my test light too. I'm just going to go ahead and see if this works. Yep, we got 12 volts there. Here, well, we got enough voltage to light this up. Let me go ahead and tighten this sucker down. Alright, so we got light at the battery. And then we go here, there should be no light going into the van because the van's dead right now, there's nothing on. The door is closed, there's no interior lights on and all that. So let me go here, and it's faintly lighting up the test light right here. Can you see that? Try to do it again here. See that? So we've got an electrical draw somewhere. So I happen to know that the radio, here comes the wind. The wind's going to help us. So I happen to know that the radio clock was getting off for several days, so I'm going to wonder, the clock in the radio is about the only thing that would have a memory while the van's been sitting. So I'm wondering if there's something wrong in the radio. So I'm going to go try to find the fuse for the radio and pull that out and see if this draw goes away. What I'm doing is I'm under the dash here. I'm looking at this schematic. I pulled number 3 out here, which was a radio, that number 8 out, which was that over here. Number 8 was the radio capacitors, ignition coil, PCM diode, PCM power relay. So it was trying to probably charge the radio up when the computer and all that stuff up too. So, what we got now? Still got a bright, oh, now the door is open, so the interior light's on. You know what, I might have forgot to close the door when I pulled the fuses out, which would have the interior lights be on, which really made, that's probably why this really lit up. Let me go ahead and pull the radio fuses out again, and then I'll make sure the door's closed. Hold on. Okay, I closed the door. Yeah. Still lighting up. So in the battery right now we got 12.41 volts. I'll have to one of my buddies that's a mechanic come out here and if this keeps going dead, and we'll have to troubleshoot it some more, because I'm not exactly sure how many things draw current while this thing's sitting here. Shouldn't be anything drawn because it would run the battery down, so I'm not sure if we have a problem or if it was just the corroded terminals. But it seems the amperage draw seems to be going down, so that's good. I'm hoping to see it go to 0. If it goes to 0, then I think we're in the clear. Down to 0.3. I have to run this down to South Main Auto and Avoca and have them check it out. Have Eric O check it out. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect the battery terminal. I'm going to start the van and let it run for a few minutes. I'm going to measure the voltage output of the alternator, and then we'll see what else happens here. Right there, you just see I shut it off. Now the charge is going back down to what battery state is. Let's see if this thing levels off at all. You want it to level off around 12 volts, or a little over 12 volts to hold the charge in here. Well, I can stay here all night, but I think I'm going to let this thing sit for a while, and I'll come back out and I'll meter it later, and I'll see what the voltage is in the system. Well, there we go. I think I've gone as far as I can now. I'm going to monitor this battery and see what the voltage drop is. If there is any overnight, I'll check it in the morning, and if it's down below 12 volts, like 11 or so, it's not going to start, and there's a draw on the system. I've done all I can do right now in just a little bit of time here by replacing the ends of the battery cables with better terminals and cleaning up the corrosion and all that, so hopefully that might have been the problem, but we'll see what it is. If it continues to be a problem, I'll have part 2 of this video, and I'll call in an expert, and I'll have one of my friends that's a mechanic come over here and we'll diagnose the electrical system. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Please subscribe over here. Bink. Be a lot more videos coming out. I do videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at the Quick Speed Shop.